Stick draw is a combination run and pass play. It has a very simple rule system that allows you to take advantage of the defense regardless of what front or coverage they decide to give you. Make them defend 53-6 is our offensive motto. We want to make the defense defend 53 yards, which is the width of the field, and we want to make them defend 6 athletes on any given play. Stick draw has only one rule: count the box. Versus a 5-man box, hand off the draw. Versus a 7-man box, pass the ball. Versus a 6-man box, you'll read the backside linebacker. The backside linebacker is the linebacker away from the draw, not the linebacker away from the trips. It will usually be the Mike linebacker, but not always. If the read linebacker sits in the box, you will pass it. And if he drops to cover the pass, you will hand it off on the draw. Stick draw pass read. Your first read is to look at the cornerback over the X receiver. If he is 6 or more yards off the X, then you will throw it to the X. If the cornerback is 6 yards or less off of the X, then you're going to read the trip side. Note, if the defender sits on the hitch run by the H receiver, then the H is supposed to turn and roll that into an out. You will then read the flat defender. If the flat defender runs with the Y on the speed out, you will throw the hitch that is now rolled to the out. And if he sits on the hitch that is turned into an out, throw the speed out. But again, follow your normal quick game passing rule. Here's an example of stick draw versus a 6-man box with a 1 high safety, cover 3 defense. This is what you will most likely see at the high school level. As you can see, I have highlighted the Mike linebacker for you, as he is the linebacker away from the draw. He is your read man. If he drops to cover the pass, you will hand it off on the draw. If he stays in the box, worried about the run, then you will read pass. Your pre-snap read shows you that the cornerback is more than 6 yards off the ball from the X receiver. Your read is to now throw it to the X receiver. Here is stick draw versus a 6-man box, 2 high safety look. You will again read the linebacker away from the draw. He is the Mike and highlighted on his play. Your same rules follow as always. If he sits in the box, you are going to pass. If he drops, you hand it off on the draw. Pre-snap read, you can see the corner over the X is about 6 to 5 yards off the ball. You will not be going to that side. You will instead read the trip side, following your normal quick game passing rules. In this first example, the defense has given us a 7-man box, cover 0 defense. Your rule versus a 7-man box is to pass. You can see at the top of the screen that the X receiver has the corner less than 5 yards away, so you are not going to go to that side. You're going to read the trip side, follow your normal quick game passing rules. As you can see, the 2 outside linebackers have walked up, giving us a 6-man defensive front. They are blitzing. You need to make your read quickly and get rid of the football quickly. As you can see on the snap of the football, the DB over the number 2 receiver bails with the out, thus leaving the hitch open as they all have to back up on the snap of the football to not get beaten deep. Watch the play clock. The ball is snapped at 13 seconds. The quarterback has thrown the football at 12 seconds. Here we're running stick draw to the right, 7-man box, so you know you will be passing the ball. Tight coverage on the X, so you'll be going to the trip side, take advantage of the soft coverage. You will read the guy covering the number 2 and 3 receivers. If he goes with number 2, throw the hitch to the number 3. If he sits on the hitch, throw the out to the number 2. Your eyes should immediately go to the defender over the number 2 receiver. As you can see, he breaks on the out. You need to throw the hitch immediately. Watch the play clock again. As you can see, quarterback gets rid of the football as soon as he catches it in less than a second. Here's a good example of a defense you will most likely see at your level. You have a 6-man box, Cover 3 defense. Because it is a six-man box, you will read the linebacker away from the draw. The draw is on the right, so you will read the linebacker on your left. If he opens up or tries to drop, you will hand the ball off on the draw. If he sits in the box, you will throw the football. Pre-snap read, you can see that the corner over the X is a little tight. He's right at the 6-yard, 5-yard mark, so it's not more than 6. You will be going to the trip side if you decide to throw, and read your normal quick game passing rules. But again, your first read is to read the linebacker away from the draw. As you can see on the snap of the football, the Mike linebacker who you are reading opens his hips away from the draw, so the quarterback decides he cannot turn and make the play and hands the ball off on the draw. Here's a good look from the end zone angle of the box. You can see that you have a six-man box. The linebacker away from the draw is number 52. He is in a 40 technique, which is head up the tackle, which is kind of wide. Helps you make your read a little bit easier. Again, if he opens up and drops, then you're going to hand the ball off, and if he sits in the box, then you're going to pass it. As you can see, number 52, even though he has stepped up, has opened his hips as if he could drop for the pass. The quarterback has decided that since he has turned his hips away from the play, he can no longer turn around and make a play on the draw, handing it off for the big gain. Here we have a 3-man front, 6-man box. Pre-snap, you see there is a blitz off the edge, still a 6-man box. Quarterback sees the soft coverage as he sees the defense entirely and decides he's going to go with the pass. At the bottom of the screen, you have the X receiver with the corner about 6 yards off. That is not greater than 6, so you will not throw to that side. You will go to the trip side. You have one defender on top of the number 3 receiver. The next guy is the safety, who is about 10 yards off the ball, and then the corner in press coverage. You will read the guy that is over the number 3 receiver. If he sits on the hitch, throw the out. If he goes to the out, throw the hitch. And again, if the H is covered on his hitch, he will turn and roll that into an out. You will still read that defender. As you can see, he sits on the hitch, so we throw the out. The wide receiver running the out carried a little too deep, allowing the free safety to get a little closer than he should have been able to, but end result still works out positively.